now in session, Ben Danner presiding.
I'd like to ask Philip Talley to do the invocation, but before he does, everybody remember Harley McCowan, one of our county commissioners, he's dealing with some health issues right now, and he could be here tonight, so remember him. Philip.
Thank you, Lord, this day. Thank you for this meeting, Lord. Thank you for making the right decision. Let's pray for Harley while he pursues his freedom. Thank you about him. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Jesse Bowman, would you lead us in the pledge, please?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman, Darwin Clark,
Yeah.
Shane Walker, Frank Martin,
Here.
Bobby Melton, Jeff Long,
Here.
Steve Moore, Greg Nivens,
Here.
Geraldine Walker, Randall Boswell,
Here.
Lee Richards,
Here.
Philip Talley,
Here.
Donna Savage. Here.
All right. Number 5, approve the minutes from the September 10th, 2018 commission meeting. Motion by Donna Savage, second by Frank Martin. All four say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 6, consider approval for the following amendments. County General Fund 101, Amendment Number 1, and Other Capital Projects Fund 179, Amendment Number 1. Okay, motion by Frank Martin, second by Donna Savage. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Steve Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Bobby Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes. All right. Number 7, consider approval for reappointment of Ralph Robbins to the E911 Board. The term will be from October 16th, 2018 through October 15th, 2022. Motion by Robbie Melton, second by Randall Boswell. Any discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 8, consider approval to appoint James Nard to the Overton County Planning Commission. Motion by Frank Martin, second by Randall Boswell. Any discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 9, consider approval for library to surplus Lenovo ThinkPad laptop number 2847 for disposal. That's been approved by the Highway and the County Property Committee. Motion by Billy Phipps, second by Geraldine Walker. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Steve Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Bobby Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
All right. Motion passes. Number 10, consider approval of resolution 2018-1015-01 to authorize the use of one universal credit card only for purchases by Overton County and to establish written procedures governing the use of such card. That's been approved by the Budget Committee. Motion by Donna Savage, second by Philip Talley. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call the roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Bobby Melton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Steve Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
All right. Motion passes. Number 11, consider approval of resolution 2018-1015-02, which is a reappointment of the judicial commissioners. That's been approved by the Public Safety Committee, and that's for a 1-year term. Motion by Frank Martin, second by Billy Phipps. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Ayes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Steve Moore,
Yes.
Jeff
12, consider approval for resolution 2018-10-1503 to opt out of statewide building code standard for one-family and two-family dwellings in Overton County. And that's been approved by the Highway and County Property Committee. We done that several years ago, but the state changed the law and said we had to start with, you had to do it every year, then they said we didn't, and now we've got to do that every year, so. Motion by Frank Martin, second by Randall Boswell. Is there any discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Number 13, consider approval of resolution 2018-1015-04, which is a resolution adding public cemetery roads to the county official road list for emergency repairs only. That's been approved by the Highway and County Property Committee.
Got a question. Is that all roads like going to cemeteries?
All county cemetery roads is what the highway superintendent requested, because with the law change, they couldn't get on cemeteries and work on unless.
Well, now that'd be active cemeteries, Jesse, I mean, the ones that are in use quite a bit. Now, some of these older ones that's not had, been buried in a long time, probably wouldn't be an issue. We're gonna add it in there just in case, but more than likely, it's for the ones that's in use.
Okay, so I was asking because that other deal, these
Yeah.
four, if you don't know about that.
Right.
That'll give the highway department authority to work on these roads for emergency purposes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would recommend that this include, it doesn't have emergency purposes in here, so you're not going to be sure that that's in the minutes.
Does the resolution itself have that on it?
I'm not sure, I didn't prepare the resolution.
The resolution says as needed basis, I didn't know if
Okay.
it need to say.
With that, I mean, as needed would be correct. That's what we're gonna be using for, is if we get a call from a funeral home or.
It says shall be limited to emergency maintenance on an as needed, the resolution states that, so.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, you got a motion by Phil Talley and second by Jesse. Do we have any, discussion on that? Clerk, will you, call roll, please, on that?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Ronnie Belton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Number 14, consider approval of resolution 2018-1015-05, which is a resolution to apply to the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation grant funds for recycling equipment. $50,000 grant with a 20% match, and will be used if we get the grant for a forklift and containers. And the match was put in the July 1st, 2018 budget, and that's been approved by the Solid Waste Committee. Motion by Randall Boswell, second by Gene Moore. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Belton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Billy Phillips.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Number 15, consider approval for the Sheriff's Department for the following: lieutenant position for the jail using existing operating funds, and a lieutenant position for the Sheriff's Department using existing deputy position funds. That's been approved by the Public Safety and the Salary Committee met the day that the agenda was passed, so. A motion by Randall Boswell, and second by Billy Phipps. Is there any discussion on that? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Billy Phillips,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Robbie Belton,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Donna Savage.
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Number 16, consider approval for demolition of the existing building on purchased property located at 302 West Main Street and 307 West Broad Street. And that's been approved by the Highway and County Property Committee, and the city and the Highway Department's agreed to help tear that building down. And but we wait till after the Halloween's over with and after the early voting's over with, because we'll have to close that one lane of traffic down. It'd be better probably to wait till after the early vote, so we'll do that. So, a motion by Geraldine Walker, second by Gene Moore. Is there any discussion on that? All four say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, number 17, consider approval for resolution 2018-1015-06, naming the county services building and to start financial procedures for a county services building. Before we vote on that or take a motion, I'd like to ask Mr. Kim Chamberlain to come and from Overton Design, and I know some of the commissioners were at the meeting at the budget committee, and this plan got approved, sent to the whole court, so they've got a
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kim Chamberlain. This is Bo Howard with Upland Design Group. He's got his back to you. He's being rude. That's all right. We appreciate the opportunity to be here and just give you a little bit of an update. We did this at the budget meeting last week, so just tell you a little bit about the building and what we have planned, and then answer any questions you've got, and hopefully then everything looks good to move forward. The project, as you can see, is located between the two main streets. This was, I can't remember the name. Ian, help me there. The name of the side street. Okay, we know where it is.
East Main and West Main.
East Main and West Main.
The one between the courthouse.
McHenry, that's it, thank you. And this is where the Republican headquarters building is sitting, is about right in there right now. We're looking at two entrances coming in off of the two main streets with ample parking. We've got about 70 parking spaces located on the property where the building locates. Roughly, you can see this is the first floor of the building and how it lays in on the site. So one thing we do know, we may end up having to take a few of the parking spaces for some water detention for stormwater runoff. That's something we'll get into with the city and with our civil engineers as we move forward. So we may end up losing a few of the parking spaces, but that's something, again, we'll hold that to a minimum as best we can. Okay, we're looking at a partial basement underneath the middle of the building. The two entrances into the building are on either end. That would be where we would propose to house county archives. Over on this side of the building, on the other side, some mechanical space and then some additional storage. Two stairwells that come down from the floor above, as well as an elevator that comes down, and one small restroom down here to service that floor. So that area is roughly about 4,000 square feet, if my memory is correct. Give you some idea of what's there on it. So, okay. Upper floor, what we're looking at is roughly 4 spaces for county offices, roughly about 2,000 square feet each. We've got the Register of Deeds located in this area. They've got their walk-up window coming into it, service counter. This is their storage for deed books, as well as their service area to take care of customers there. Small office to the back, break room and restroom for them. To the upper side, tax assessor's office. Again, very similar arrangement. Customers coming in, walk-up counter, and then work area in the back. Folks that want to come in and look at maps, being able to get into the property maps, areas for work, office, workroom to the back. These are for the field staff that go out a lot, so they have 2 small areas to come in where they need to work inside. And again, small break room and restroom for the suite. Trustee's office is located here. Again, that's set up more of a walk-up counter, like a bank counter, where they can service customers coming in and be able to take care of them. These will be stand-up height, and then one lower area for ADA for wheelchair access. And then again, office area here, some work area, bookkeeping in the back, and then again, another office, and again, they're behind the area with their workroom, restroom in the back. And then lastly would be county clerk office, again, set up very similar to what we saw for the trustees. Walk-up counter space, office area, work areas to the back. So again, very efficient. One main corridor going through here that's about 12 feet wide, give you some idea. So there needs to be times when some of the areas get backed up, people need to be out in there to wait. 2 main stair towers, again, servicing the basement below, going to the upper floor, and then men's and women's restroom on either side. So we envision the stairways have a lot of glass to them, so they're very open, very comfortable. People want to come in instead of using the elevator. Hopefully we can promote use of the stairways for that as well. And that level is right about, if I can read, about 9,000 square feet on the first floor. So upper level, again, coming up, you've got the stairs, restrooms on either end. Again, similar corridor to what's downstairs. County mayor's office suite in this location. Again, reception area coming in, you've got different, the areas in there, a small, conference room off the mayor's office. You've got payroll areas in the middle here with an office, and then offices spread around. 3 offices on the end here for future. I know there's been some talk about some other things coming into that space, so there's a little bit of growth area with some extra offices. Coming across to the other side of the main corridor, again, a large meeting room at about 1,500 square feet. To give you some idea, I think, Mayor, you said that's about the size of the
Chamber of Commerce meeting room, that's about the size of it, that room there.
give you some idea what's there. And then, the break room for the entire complex, and also a kitchen area if you're having functions in here that might need food service. Got a window, walk-up counter where if you're doing a meal or something in there, you've got access. On the top side up here to the north plan area, we've got the, this would be the Veterans Affairs office suite right in here, access coming in off the corridor, and then the Anti-Drug Coalition space to the back. So that's kind of how the building lays out. And again, this is about 9,000 square feet. So total, we're right about 24,000 square feet on the entire facility. So one more click. And this is kind of what we envision it to look like. And again, this will be the same facade on both main streets. So north and south, kind of have the same look to it. So again, a very traditional, hopefully very contemporary, comfortable, a lot of masonry, low maintenance material.
We work with all the county offices that are going in that building and talk to them about what they need and what don't work in the building we've got now, and what does work, and everybody had input into it. And the plans you see is every single office is worked on that.
I've got some additional copies of the cost estimate passed out last meeting, but we'll go ahead and pass those around, kind of give you an idea of what we're thinking as far as cost goes. I think I've got more than one copies for everybody. It is the same thing, yes, sir. I told the mayor, with your all's approval, we're ready to go to work. We think somewhere between 60 and 90 days it'll take us to get drawings put together. Usually then we'd look at about a 30-day window to bid the project. So we would anticipate being ready to break ground when the weather breaks. We don't see much sense in getting out there and bombing around in the mud in the middle of winter time. So that's sort of our thought process on it. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Those, windows, are they gonna be weatherproof, like for cool in the summertime? To keep, you know,
Yeah, everything.
in and keep,
Everything we knew out, we do now as far as the framing is firmly broken. It'll be 1-inch insulated glass. Glass is something that's really gotten much, much better over the years. So we would anticipate using a good quality. All of our materials, well insulated. We don't believe in overspending for money, but we believe on spending things that's going to serve you well and give you an energy efficient building. So it means a lot for us to decal the building, right?
That's a good looking building. Now it's gonna be, look at the same side we're looking at will be on the other side as well.
Correct. Kind of a unique having a site that has 2 front doors to it, so it really will present very well. You'll catch people's eye coming into town and going out of town. Yes, ma'am.
Not parking spaces to be on the end of the building.
You'll go back.
And all the way around too, yeah.
The gray area, you see, those are parking spaces all the way around the building. So
Where do you think you're gonna lose the spaces at?
Probably will go to low end. We were told today, my civil engineer talked with the city. We believe there is a significant drainage pipe on the east side that runs over here, that runs from the park down to where City Hall is and dumps into the creek down there. So if we end up doing detention, I'm gonna guess then it's probably gonna be in this corner. So we may end up losing some spots along here, to be able to detain water and not let it run off at a faster rate than it is now. So we keep you guys out of trouble with your neighbors. So that would be my guess right now, would be either here or here.
My
Yes, ma'am.
concern is about the archives in the basement.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you did speak with the archivist, and he's gonna go.
That's the only place he wanted to be. We talked about doing it upstairs where the meeting room's at, but he felt like it wouldn't be as good, you know, climate control wise for the archives up there as it would be in the basement.
Well, we can go in there with some machines and things to keep the vapors on, keep it dry rot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We have
When you-
our very old records.
We do a little bit more in that area. We'll have probably what they would call a reheat on the air conditioning part of that. It helps dry out the air, so we maintain control humidity on it. I think being in the basement's better than being on an upper level for a storm situation. You're more apt to get a roof leak. You know, you get a catastrophic storm from a think archives being down there is the right place to be.
And heat rises too, so it could be cooler today, all time.
I told the mayor we're working at Tennessee Tech right now. They have their archives areas in their library. We're actually digging out under their library and putting in additional space for them right now. That's where they want to be as well. So I'd much rather give you a basement up front than go in and dig after the fact. That's not a lot of fun. Anyway, appreciate the opportunity. We're looking forward to working with you. We've been at this going on our 42nd year. So we're not new to this, but again, we appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Before we vote on any of it, I want to read the resolution, but, first, you know, when 2014, when we first took office, the county was paying almost $1 million in debt service payments out every year. And we had bonds, we had the note for the industrial park, water line, and we had the note for the industrial park property in Ball State. And when we sold the industrial park, we paid off a lot of those notes. And we've been paying extra where the money that we were using to pay that, we paid the industrial park in Rickman was supposed to be paid off in 2043, and we're looking to have it paid off 24 years early next year. So we've saved enough on what we paid off in interest and payments that doing this building at the most on a 12-year note, we won't have to do any tax increase because of this building. And in 2024, all of our bonds that we have run out, so we might be able to pay this building off in 8 years or less. But you know, in the past, when the county's had to build something, we've had to spread it out 40 years, and then we've done another bond. And some of the bonds we got now are from things that were built 30 years ago. So, you know, 1890 is the last time the county built a building, and you're in it right now. This is the last time we built a building. In 1979, the hospital gave us that building temporary, and all the paperwork about it said that we were using it temporary until we built a new county building. I know we've tried in the past to come up with different plans and tried to do things to be able to pay it, but we weren't at a point to where we could pay payments and do a building like that. But we've got an opportunity right now that we've never had with a donation to go toward this building, which will help, which I'll go ahead and read the resolution. Resolution 2018-1015-06, resolution naming the county services building. It says, whereas Millard B. Oakley is and has been an outstanding citizen of Overton County, and whereas Millard B. Oakley has provided financial and other support for various charitable purposes in Overton County, as well as surrounding counties, and whereas the First National Bank of Tennessee and J.J. and Millard B. Oakley are providing substantial contributions in order to construct the county services building in the approximate amount of $2 million. And now therefore be it resolved that Overton County Services Building shall be named and forever known as the Millard B. Oakley Overton County Services Building. Millard had talked to us before about doing the donation, and we've talked about it again, but I mean, this would not be possible without him and JJ at First National would have given us $2 million, which will save us almost $3 million in payments and interest over the life of this building. So I know we've talked about it in the past, and about 10 years ago, we tried to do plans and come up with plans for a building, but I thank Mr. Oakley and JJ at First National, because if they hadn't offered to give us this, we know we wouldn't have been able to start on a county building. I think this will be a building that the county for another 100 years will be able to use, and it's handicap accessible. We've got the Joel Evans building across the road, and when we rent it and have things, we'll have ample parking and for the city. So I think it's a really exciting time. I mean, you all be the first county commission over 100 years that's built a new building. So moved by you. So I make a motion by Randall Boswell, second by Frank Martin. Is there any discussion on it? Clerk, will you call roll, please?
Donna Savage,
Yes.
Philip Talley,
Yes.
Lee Richards,
Yes.
Randall Boswell,
Yes.
Geraldine Walker,
Yes.
Greg Nivens,
Yes.
Gene Moore,
Yes.
Jeff Long,
Yes.
Robbie Melton,
Yes.
Frank Martin,
Yes.
Shane Walker,
Yes.
Darwin Clark,
Yes.
Jesse Bowman,
Yes.
Billy Mills.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you all. We've been really conservative with everything we've done since I've been in office, and we've not done anything that would cause the taxpayers to have to raise taxes over doing payments or something. That's what we were working toward the whole time, trying to get the payments where we could do this. And so, that's, you all have done that, and thank you all, Connie. We've tried to pay off as many debts, and we've saved hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest by paying off these loans early. So it's got us in the opportunity to be able to do that.
Be about 2 years before the building starts.
We we start maybe in February?
We can start it that, when weather breaks, in late February, early March, we think it's about a 16-month construction period. So roughly, I think about 2 years from now, maybe a little bit less would be a good target.
The old building over there, will that go back to the hospital?
No, I asked the hospital I asked them, Miguel's Hospital, if they would build a new hospital and give us that building, but he said they're not doing that, so, but I asked them, and of course they give it to us, so that'll be something the county, that will get every single thing out of the building except the drug court. So we'll have to talk about that later after we get everything out to see if we need to have them to rent something, to move, and maybe sell the building, that'll be up to you all, but,
Well, we can rent space.
we can rent spaces and keep some of it for storage,
Yeah.
because we've got storage for a lot of other county buildings, and, you know, when he's talking about these buildings the rooms upstairs, you know, I would say eventually the state will make all counties go to centralized financing. And if that happens, all the finance department will have to be in the county building, so we've got 4 or 5 offices that can be used for storage now that we can use in the future. Because unlike other times we build things, we've got a donation to help build this, and we built it big enough that it should last for the future. I know when we built onto the schools and we've done other things, we kinda had the money crunch and we couldn't build it the size we needed, and then 10 years later, we needed more rooms. I think this will, you know, help the county for the long term and have it set up for any future growth. But that'll be something you all will have to discuss, and we'll bring up in the near future about the building we're in, and and the cost, the occupancy cost. Of course, they had a study a few years ago. I mean, it's enormous what the annex cost us to occupy it. I mean, the air conditioning, every which way, we shut off parts of the building and tried to, keep some of the units off and everything, but it's unreal, the electric bills we get. So the utility costs, we not even figured that in, will be a big savings on this building, because it's gonna be all LED and all energy efficient, everything, so, and be a building that the county's proud of, and the people in the county can actually find, because when somebody comes in from this county, that's never been in the building or another county, you can't tell them where our building's at, because nobody knows where it's at or where to get out, but, is there any other discussion on that? Thank you all. I guess, we'll have a bunch of shovels ready in February, everybody starts digging. So, number 18, consider approval for notaries at large: Melinda Osteen, Matthew Sidwell, Roy Westmoreland, Lisa Perigin, Denise Robbins, J. Philip Marshall, Susan Robbins, Amanda Ford, Jerry Hall, Gina Hall, Joy Bruner, Charlotte Speck, and Wesley Burnett. Motion by Shane Walker, second by Geraldine Walker. Is there a discussion on that? All 4 say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, number 19, the next county commission meeting will be Monday, November 19th, due to Veterans Day being observed on the second one. So, entertain a motion to adjourn.
Then I believe they're gonna celebrate, Veterans Day on Sunday, November the 11th, so right day,
Yes.
2 p.m.
So then the Ag Industry Day is tomorrow it's gonna start at, Veterinary Clinic at 4. And we'll invite all y'all, Judge Garrett did, to Tiffany's, Veterinary Clinic, and to be out at the Ag Building after that. So, entertain a motion to adjourn by Billy Phillips, second by Philip Talley. All 4 say aye. Aye. Opposed? And everybody will stay. We've got an attorney-client meeting with the county commission after this meeting, so we need, Upland's gonna take their stuff down, but we'll need everybody